On this episode, we talk about how to maximize your Facebook network to get the word out of a new product without using Facebook ads.
Hello, and welcome to episode 21 of Tip for Tip, where you ask your marketing questions in exchange for a tip in your industry. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Christian. Today, we have Coach Jennie, the Audacity Coach, with her new book titled Hilda. Let's hear your question.
Hey guys at BitBranding, I'm Coach Jennie, the Audacity Coach, and here's my question for you. I've just released my very first indie published book. I'm really excited about it and I want to get it in the hands of as many humans as possible. How can I best maximize my Facebook network to get the word out there, above and beyond just using Facebook ads?
One of the best ways to maximize your reach and your potential impressions on Facebook without using Facebook ads and paying is doing contests. I think contests is, from our experience, is what get the most shares, comments, and likes on Facebook posts besides doing the advertising behind some of these posts.
Right.
And that's where you get to get a little bit of creative. A lot of people, when they're developing the book, they actually do contests like help pick a cover for the book, and if you're working with a designer, you can have two versions of the book that you really love, and you just let your audience decide in exchange for maybe a book. A lot of the contests work because you're giving something away. You don't necessarily have to give something away. But maybe, like Aaron and I were talking about this, and maybe doing a free 1 hour consultation with you if you buy the book, or maybe if you buy multiple books, that way you get more sales for the books. You can also do a contest about maybe giving a free ebook version of the book, not the whole thing, but maybe a chapter, just so they can get a taste for what the book really is. Maybe half a chapter, it doesn't have to be a full chapter. But do a contest, giving something away for free, giving something of value for them to really get into this contest. And something that we just learned yesterday is that for Facebook contests, you can ask people to share in order to have an entry in the contest. You can only ask for likes and comments, but you can always ask for shares. It doesn't hurt, and actually gives you a little bit more exposure. So those are my 2 cents. I think doing contests is one of the biggest things that you can do on Facebook in order to maximize your potential reach.
Yeah, and so my number one was actually to just go ahead and ask for the share. I would do it with some context, but it doesn't hurt. You can just ask for the share when it's not a contest entry. So, I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, ask for that share. Number 2, get involved in groups. I would say to find at least 3 to 5, 6 groups. You're not going to be able to maintain them for a long period of time, but at least for 2 to 3 months, get in groups that are specific to your niche. So for you, self-publishing, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, anybody who's going to resonate with your book, get in on those conversations for the next 3 to 6 months of providing value, jumping in on conversations, and letting people know what's going on. I think that's actually how we interacted in the first place. So just want to make sure that you're jumping onto as many groups that are relevant to you to reach that. And the last one is to always lead with the value. And I think Christian kind of talked about this, which would be, I would say in those groups, you would give away, say, okay, if you get me on a podcast or you get me on a show with this many listeners that's going to reach this many people, I will give you X amount of books, or I will give you a 1 hour coaching session. So you have expertise, 10 plus years in business, and specifically what you do of coaching. So give away that information so you can sell more of those books. think that's all of it. But that was a really challenging question because my default is to strategize different ways to advertise. So organically, that was a tough question, but I think it was really good. So let's hear your tip for us.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. So here's my tip for you guys. I want you to get really confident at asking for referrals. The number one way that I have filled my coaching practice over the last 10 years is to invite people to send me referrals. And I do so by making it as easy as humanly possible for them to send them my way. What does that look like? Well, I will send out an email every quarter to my list of folks, all of my clients and friends and colleagues and family members who I know understand what it is I do, but are too darn busy in their own lives to just magically think of referring me business. I like to remind them a couple times a year, maybe 4 times a year, to send me some really qualified referrals so that I can keep my coaching practice full and abundant with clients. Now, the way that you do this, here's a little sneak trick for you, is to make sure that you're painting a beautiful picture. And you do that by making a bunch of what I call anyone who statements. So when I invite people to become a coaching client and say, hey, send me some referrals, I tell them that these are the kinds of people that would be perfect for this particular product or service. Anyone who is like this, and anyone who is like that, anyone who is struggling with this, anyone who's pondering that. If you can get really clear about those anyone who's, and then the key here is make it as easy as possible for them to send them your way. Don't just say, oh, send them on over. Actually give them a link or give them a specific tangible action that they can take. And then don't forget those click to tweets at the bottom of the email. So that's my tip for you guys. I really want people to get better and better at asking for referrals because those are the best clients you can ever get.
I think this is one of the best tips we've ever gotten. It's very detailed, and it may be something simple that a lot of people know or you do already, but asking for referrals is something that we've heard while we've been networking, but I never heard of it as just send it to your friends and email a list of contacts that you have and just ask for qualified referrals.
Right.
And the other thing is to make it easier for them and have a tangible action that they can just take right there in that email. Don't leave it open for them. I mean, those are all just very strong things that you should be doing. And to do it quarterly so you don't bog down people asking for
I think that was probably the best part of it, is because people may ask for referrals, but they ask like every week. So I think quarterly is good. And I also really liked where you said, if they fall into this category or people are saying this, like instead of that, like they're having trouble with this or they're having trouble with that. I think that really resonated because then people can think specifically on like how they can get the referral. So that was an awesome tip.
Right, give them your, what is that called?
I can't remember the term.
Your perfect customer.
Yeah.
Describe your perfect customer.
Yeah. So thank you, Jennie, for coming on the show, Coach Jennie. Make sure you guys go check out the link to her book. We're going to put it in the description below. It's on Amazon, Kindle, and the paperback version. So I believe you can also check out a little excerpt of the book before you purchase on there as well. All right. If you would like to come on the show, like Coach Jennie, we would love to have you. All you have to do is go to bitbranding.co/tip for tip and fill out a submission form. One of us will get a hold of you and obviously ignore that ringtone. I don't know why I brought that up.
I don't know why you brought it up either.
Yeah. So if you would like to be on the show, like Coach Jennie, all you have to do is go to bitbranding.co/tip for tip, and one of us will email you back and show you all the details. It's really simple. It takes about 5 minutes to come on the show, including recording time. So really easy for you guys to get on here, and we just want to answer your questions and, as a selfish part, have you provide a tip back to us. That is it for this week, so we will see you guys next Wednesday, same time.